Hey, what's going on, MGTOW community? This is Vladimir Sauce, aka the Hot Pepper Pill. Hope you guys are having a great day, a fantastic afternoon, and are just enjoying life, having as much fun as possible, and doing what you want to do. I wanted to talk to you guys about the pay gap, about the wage gap, about the fact that women do not ask for raises. And I know that this is kind of retreading old ground for a lot of you guys who have covered these topics to infinitum, basically. But I just thought I had something else new and unique to add to the table. Like, for example, I was at a pawn store the other day and was watching a transaction between a woman and the pawn store guy. Like, I'm sure you guys have all seen the show Pawn Stars, where the store will sometimes really do some shrewd negotiating and end up with an item that's almost priceless, like some sort of historical document signed by some famous figure or something that they end up getting for a tenth of the price that they're going to sell it for or that it's worth. Which I know in the pawn community, you have to be able to buy products that are going to sell. You can't buy something, make an investment on something that's just going to sit in the corner and gather dust. But like back to my pawn store story, this woman apparently had $120 credit with this pawn shop and was really interested in purchasing a gold chain that cost $140, only $20 more. But she also really wanted a pendant to put on the chain and wear around her neck. And these pawn store guys, I thought, were giving her kind of the runaround. As like a woman, she wasn't really negotiating very well. She wasn't really holding her money as like her buying power. She wasn't using it to her advantage. Like if it were me, sometimes you just got to throw something out there. You've got to take a chance. And I would say to them, look, you guys, I have $120 store credit. Why don't you just give me this chain, knock the $20 off, and I'm going to buy this pendant right here. That's the one I want, and it's $150, whatever. Let's take it. I'm done. So now the store gets my credit. They made an additional $150, and I leave as a happy customer. Whereas this woman, they were kind of giving her the runaround, screwing her around. Ultimately, she may have left the store, paid the $20 regrettably for the gold chain, and then bought a pendant elsewhere, spending her money at another location, at another store, to where if they knocked off the chain, she could have given them more money for a pendant. The store would have had more money in the register and the till. She would have had both items she wanted, would have felt happy, and everyone wins, rather than just being stupid with your buying power and not trying to even negotiate for what you want. Sometimes you just got to throw it out there. It's like women asking for raises. A raise is not something that is owed to you. You're not entitled to a raise. It's, sometimes you have to go and tell your boss, look, boss, I've done ABC for all these years, and I just want to know why I'm not getting XYZ. And the conversation can go greater, it can go, just you end up the same. You end up not making any money. You miss all the shots you don't take. And by not throwing out a number and just seeing what your boss has to say, you're losing instantly. Best case scenario, yeah, that makes a lot of sense there, Vladimir. I think you are worth X amount of dollars, and so next paycheck you're going to be a richer man. You'll be making more money per week. Less hours in, more money made. On the other hand, women are primarily the main beneficiaries of the tax system. They work the most part-time jobs. They're the part-time job masters. And they collect more benefits throughout their lifetime on average than the average man who is working a full-time job, paying much more into the tax system. The more you make, the more they take. If you're doing well in your job, kicking ass as a man, most likely a full-time job, putting in 40-plus hours a week, dotting all your I's, crossing your T's, you're going to get a promotion, making more money, so they're going to take even more. And what does the man get for that? Nothing. There's no programs for men like women, infants, and children. Like, women, WOW, or whatever, the women's international movement, or all this other stuff. There's so many things for women that just can't even hold a candle to the services that are available for men. But anyway, the whole culmination of this video is the company Baby on Board. Or for you guys who are like in the UK or whatever, it's popular over there too. the message like princess on board or little person in car or things like that. But the sign was originally founded, or a version of it, by Patricia Bradley from Massachusetts in Medford. And she started the company but had no success until a man, Michael Lerner, came in and bought the company for 150 grand and changed the name to Safety First. After that, the sign became a ubiquitous fad, flourishing. And it took a man. It took a person that knows how to wheel and deal, that knows how to get shit done, that knows how to steer the ship. The idea for children's safety was a good one on paper, but this woman just did not know how to market it. That's all I really have to say. Men are primarily the CEOs of companies, and I wonder if this is the main reason why. The fact that they have this foresight into seeing a company, to see its inherent value, and to reach out and grab it and make it a reality rather than just sitting on your hands and doing nothing. Baby on board would have gone nowhere with the woman in charge. It wasn't until Michael came and took control, and it became a fad overnight, a cash cow, a symbol of mockery, and like a Homer Simpson, The Simpsons episode. Everybody knows Baby on Board, like I was saying. It's even a joke of George Carlin talking about these signs. And the whole point is it the fact that women are timid? Is it that they just don't see their value? That they don't reach for it and strive for it like a man will when he's in charge? I'm not saying all men, I'm not saying all women, but just in general, 94% of CEOs are men here in the United States. And is it just their raw ingenuity that allows them to foresee profit and make good decisions? To where a woman had a good idea but was just not able to market it properly and was not able to do anything, was not able to make profit. To where a man takes control, it's a fad overnight. Again, in the car buying industry, a lot of businesses are talking about banning the wheeling and dealing, the haggling for a car price and a sticker, and are just not even willing to negotiate. And it's all due to women and their timidness, not being able to put out a figure and ask for a lower price on the car. So now everyone has to suffer because dealerships are no longer playing the game of haggling. So everyone's got to pay the flat sticker price and take it up the ass, paying more money for something just because half of our population is too afraid to put something out there. You miss all the shots you don't take, and if you don't ask for anything, you're not going to get it. You don't get anything by not striving and not making it happen. It's like in the Army. Great example. The Army will eat you alive if you don't make it your bitch. Like if you don't go and sign up for warrior leadership candidacy programs and different things to go and build your education as a soldier, the Army will just take you for a ride and fuck you the whole way because the government's got you by the balls. You're a soldier, You got to show up when they tell you. You got to do what you do when they say it and how to do it. But if you don't take advantage of things, you're just going to be taken for a ride in life. So you got to take the most out of every opportunity and just make everything your bitch, really. Just be a master of your own reality. Make things happen. Have good foresight. Don't just sit around and expect things to come to you. You have to almost throw things out there. You have to take a shot once in a while. And I just want to know if you guys think that this is causation for why women don't ask for raises. The fact that they just cannot steer the ship like men. They do not have the same foresight. They cannot wheel and deal. They can't make it happen. I just want to know what you guys think. This is Vladimir Sauce. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I appreciate each and every one of you for listening to what I have to say and everything you do. Thanks for all you guys making videos. Please keep it up. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys.